Hello everyone, students. In today's video, we will get to know about chapter number 2 from our supplementary reader snapshots. The name of the chapter is The Address, and this short story is written by Maga Minko. So just be familiar with the author first. Maga Minko was born on March 31st, 1920 in Holland, which is known as Netherlands now. Maga Minko is a Dutch journalist and writer. Her real surname was Menko, but an official accidentally switched the first vowel. Her first book, the short novel The Bitter Herbs, describes the deportation of her family and her own survival during World War II. Dear students, you all know that the Second World War broke out in 1939 and it continued almost up to 1945. So during this period, people from different countries suffered a lot. They were being tortured badly, or they were compelled to leave their own land on which they were living for a long time. In this story also, there is description of Second World War and in Holland the situation were adverse. The Germans invaded Holland in 1940 and Holland had to surrender before the Germans. Okay, so in this story, the narrator Maga Minko is going to describe the pathetic condition of World War II. So after the war, the narrator's mother was dead, but she was alive. So, introduction to the story. This story is a moving short story of Maga Minko. During Second World War, Germany invades Holland, which is presently known as Netherlands. A woman with her daughter has to flee from her home. The mother dies. Long after the war, the daughter comes back to her town. She meets the woman with whom her mother had left all her belongings. The woman even refuses to recognize her, nor does she show any intention of returning the things she has in her possession. She gives up the idea of getting them back again. She decides to leave all of them behind. She resolves to forget the address where those belongings lie unceremoniously in unpleasant surroundings. Mrs. S. daughter came to Mrs. Darling to collect her mother's belongings. Actually, in this story, the address, there are mainly four characters: Mrs. S., her daughter Marga Minko, it means the narrator herself, Mrs. Darling, and her daughter. These four characters are there. So, in the beginning of the story, Mrs. S. daughter came to Mrs. Darling to collect her mother's belongings. So, their first meeting, in the beginning of the story, it is narrated how the protagonist was given a cold reception when she went to her native place after the war in search of her mother's belongings. After ringing the bell of house number 46 in Marconi Street, a woman opened the door. On being introduced, the woman kept staring at her in silence. There was no sign of recognition on her face. The woman was wearing her mother's green knitted cardigan. The narrator could understand that she had made no mistake. She asked the woman whether she knew her mother. The woman could not deny this. The narrator wanted to talk to her for some time, but the woman cautiously closed the door. The narrator stopped there for some time and then left the place. The narrator, after the Second World War, came back to the same town. At that time, she had lost her mother and now she was alone because all her family members were killed during Second World War. And now she came to Mrs. Darling to collect her mother's possession, but she was not warmly welcomed by Mrs. Darling. Rather, she denied to recognize her first. So the narrator stopped there for some time and then she left the place. So, part 2, remembering the past. In the subsequent sections, the memories of the narrator's bygone days come to light. Her mother had provided the address years ago during the war. She went to home for few days. She could find the various things were missing. At that time, her mother told her about Mrs. Darling. She happened to be an old acquaintance of the narrator's mother. Lately, she had renewed contact with her and had been coming there regularly. Every time she left their house. She took something home with her. She told that she wanted to save all their nice possessions. The next day, the narrator saw Mrs. Darling going out of their house with a heavy suitcase. She had a fleeting glimpse of Mrs. Darling's face. She asked her mother whether the woman lived far away. At that time, the narrator's mother told about the address number 46 Marconi Street. After many days after the war, the narrator was curious to take record of the possessions that must still be at number 46 Marconi Street. With this intention, she went to the given address. Part 3, the second visit of the narrator to Marconi Street. The concluding part of the story describes the second visit of the narrator. As the narrator's first visit yielded no result, so she planned to go once again. Interestingly, a girl of 15 opened the door to her. Her mother was not at home. The narrator expressed her wish to wait for her. The girl accompanied her to the passage. The narrator saw an old fashioned iron candle holder hanging next to a mirror. The girl made her sit in the living room and went inside. The narrator was horrified to find herself in a room she knew and did not know. She found herself in the midst of familiar things which she longed to see again, but which troubled her in the strange atmosphere. She had no courage to look around her, but she no longer had desire to possess them. She got up, walked to the door, and left the room. She resolved to forget the address and moved on. So, that is all about the story. And now, through these key points, also, you can comprehend the idea of the chapter. Okay. Theme. The story, the address, is based on two themes. First one, words only leave scars and destruction. Second, material things lose their relevance in changed circumstances. Both of these themes have been woven quite nicely by the author. There is a clear reference to the post war trauma suffered by the innocent people like the narrator and her family. The narrator has lost her mother, and now only her memories are left. She feels compelled by the urge to feel and touch those things that once belonged to her mother. Her hunt of the mother's belongings also turns to be painful when she finds them in altogether a different environment and surroundings. It seems that the loss of her mother has also lost the relevance of those things that once belonged to her. It means the narrator wants to convey a very strong message with this theme. Actually, he wants to convey that we feel pain when we lose someone, and it is a natural instinct. But at the same time, the narrator is describing the pathetic condition of the people during Second World War. In 10th standard also, you have already gone through that kind of experience that was being faced by Anne Frank. From the diary of Anne Frank, from in that chapter also, Anne Frank discussed the pathetic condition of the people, or the pathetic condition of her family members during Second World War. So here also, in the story The Address, the narrator also presents the same views or same scenario regarding Second World War. And she wants to give a very strong message that instead of all these pains and sorrows, we have to move forward in our lives. And that is the harsh reality of our life. Now, title of the story: The narrator and her mother were victims of war. They had to flee from their house, leaving all their nice belongings with Mrs. Darling after getting an assurance from her for the safe custody of those things during the war. The narrator's mother had told the address of Mrs. Darling, 46 Marconi Street, to her daughter before she died during the war. When the war was over, the narrator came back and went to Mrs. Darling's address in search of those nice things with which the fond memories of her mother were associated. But when the narrator reached there, she found all those things were lying in a very tasteless manner. Mrs. Darling even pretends not to recognize her, nor did she show any intention of returning those articles which she was using shamelessly. Sadly, then the narrator feels this address has no meaning to at all, as the previous memories of the true owner were no longer cherished at their new address. the narrator, in the end, resolves to forget 46 Marconi Street forever. Hence, the title, the address, is quite appropriate and bears a definite meaning for the story. Now, glossary. I hope that it will help you to comprehend the chapter in a better way. So, thank you. Thank you so much.